Today I'm going to review Love Story from 1970.
I major in social studies.
It doesn't show.
It's an honors program.
Listen, Preppy, I know you've got at least a few brains.
Really?
Yeah, you're hung up on me, aren't you?
Love Story came out in 1970 and is an American romantic drama. It was directed by Arthur Hiller. Erich Segal wrote the screenplay based on his own novel from 1970. Music was by Francis Lay. The main song in the film, Where Do I Begin, was sung by Andy Williams. The film runs 101 minutes and cost $2.2 million. However, it was a massive success, making $173.4 million. A sequel came out in 1978 called Oliver's Story, which also featured Ryan O'Neal and Ray Milland. However, it's classed as a disappointment compared to the first film. Love Story was filmed in Cambridge, Boston and New York. The film received 7 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture, Actor and Actress. However, it only won 1, Best Original Score by Francis Lay. The film stars Ali MacGraw as Jenny, Ryan O'Neal as Oliver, and also stars John Marley, Ray Milland and Tommy Lee Jones in his film debut. A boy and a girl from different backgrounds fall in love, regardless of their upbringing, and then tragedy strikes. So she finds out that she's got this deadly disease, that she hasn't got long to live, and it ends the relationship because she ends up dying in hospital. So this was a massive success in 1970. Audiences seemed to really warm to this film, and it got 7 Academy Award nominations. And it's also famous for the music score. So it's a really sad score and it deserved getting an Academy Award for it. So the film's all about the 2 leads. Ali MacGraw and Ryan O'Neal playing Jenny and Oliver. And they're both from different backgrounds. His father is actually a millionaire, played by Ray Milland, who's a right miserable bugger. He doesn't want the relationship to continue. So he's going to actually cut his son off, his allowance, because he doesn't want the marriage to continue.
Right, no relation.
Hello, Mom.
Hello, darling.
So nice to meet you. How are you, son?
Fine, sir. Fine.
Hey, what a bloody miserable old twat he is. I'd tell the bugger to stick his money up his bloody arsehole. Whereas she's poor in comparison to his upbringing. So the film focuses on wealth and money and how unimportant it is, really. So the film starts with a monologue where Oliver's sat down on a bench and he's thinking about what's happened.
What can you say about a 25-year-old girl who died? That she loved Mozart and Bach, the Beatles, and me.
So it also tells the audience that some tragedy is going to happen. And then we go back to their relationship where he meets her. And the film focuses for about the first hour on them two. So this allows the audience to like both the leads because they work really well together, actually. It's a very real sort of relationship, very realistic film. It doesn't go over the top. It's a very simple film and storyline. And the dialogue between them both, you can actually imagine it happening.
Rich.
Actually, I'm smart and poor.
I'm smart and poor.
What makes you so smart?
I wouldn't go for coffee with you.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't ask you.
Well, that's what makes you stupid.
So the film focuses on money, how it's not really as important as love, and how shallow it is when you consider how long you have to live. And after a while, after they get married, they're wondering why they're not able to conceive, so she gets a blood test, and that's when they find out that there's something wrong with her, that she hasn't got very long to live. So it's a really sad scene when Oliver goes into the hospital and he gets the results and he's told the bad news.
Jenny is very sick.
Define very sick.
She's dying.
and he says he doesn't want her to find out just yet. And the doctor says that the best thing he could do is just to act normal when he's at home.
What do I do? I mean, what can I do for Jenny?
Act as normal as possible. For as long as possible.
So it's a really intense scene actually, because when he leaves the hospital, there's like music, the love theme, and you can see the turmoil in him, because he has to go back to their house, making on nothing's happened. So it's wonderful acting. And after a while, Jenny is told what's happening. That's another sad scene as well, when she tells him that she knows.
I don't want Paris. I don't need Paris. I just want you.
Well, that you got, baby.
And I want time, which you can't give me.
So it's only the last part of the film where the decline in her health happens and she gets rushed to hospital.
Hey, could we afford a taxi?
Sure. Where do you want to go?
The hospital?
And it's very well done actually, it's not over the top. All that happens is she's in hospital and she tells Oliver to hold her. She wants one last embrace before she goes. And the next minute, he's coming out of the door and he just nods to her father. And the audience is shocked that she's suddenly died.
Philip?
Because if it was a modern film, you'd have all this over-the-top acting. You'd have the actors going, I'm dying, where's my Academy Award? Like they'd be really going over the top. Hey, if that bugger who played Doctor Who, what's his name, shouldn't he get where? If he was in this bloody film, he'd be crying his bloody eyes out. Bloody eye drops, he cannot bloody act. So it's a very understated film, and it's all the better for it. It just relies on the acting. And like a lot of 70s films, they seem to make very realistic type of films. Even though they're dated now, the films are actually very realistic compared to modern stuff. At times it's almost like watching a bloody cartoon, all the effects and stuff. Whereas films from the 70s, they look more grittier, more real. I mean, Bones played a game where we had to watch it and not be sad. And I won. Hey, that's a load of bollocks, Phil. I didn't bloody cry once. Yes, you did, Bones. You were crying your bloody eyes out. So overall, I thought it was a great little film. It's not my type of film. I'm more into sci-fi horror. But this was really good, so I reviewed it because it's Valentine's Day. And I was quite surprised by how well it was done, how understated. So I think out of 10, I'll give this one an 8. 8 out of 10. I can imagine some people rating it a 9 out of 10. Just depends if they're into that sort of film. So what did you think, Bones? Did you like it? I thought it was a top film, Phil. But I didn't bloody cry once watching it. Okay, everybody, bye! Like, subscribe and share! Happy Valentine's Day! Bye! Bye! Oh, there you go, Bones. Don't cry, it's only a film. Ah, bloody putting that bugger on making us howl. I'm not watching that bugger anymore.